Hey y'all, so today I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things. This video is one out of I don't know how many videos, but God has put a lot of things in my heart today to speak about. I wouldn't say out of nowhere, but unexpectedly today. Um, like literally about 20 minutes ago, I just felt his presence as I was just laying down watching a movie. Um, and I just started crying, like crying. And I literally got down on my knees and prayed. And me, I'm not like a huge prayer. Like I don't say I don't say certain sentences just because, like, for example, you know how some people be like, oh, thy father holy name give us bread. This, I don't know the saying, I apologize, but you know some people have a certain saying, and there are words, but they might not have meaning to those words. So yeah, you could say the sentence or the phrase, it sounds good, but if it doesn't come from the heart, it doesn't really have meaning. So like I said, I'm not a big prayer, but when I got down on my knees, God knows your heart. Like he knows what you're gonna say before you even say it. He knows what you're thinking. So you really don't even have to say anything. As long as you open your heart, open your mind to him, he will listen. So I got down on my knees and I was just went like this. I was crying. I felt his presence and I was just like, God, most of the time what I say is God. God, because he knows everything. So it's like, you know. So I didn't say much, but I felt much. I felt a lot. So I just knew what I had to do. And I started writing down a bunch of things that just came to mind that I feel like he wants me to talk about. And it's about 30 to 40 things that he gave me to say. So this is the first one. So this is one out of many videos. And he just put it in my heart to speak about. So the first one is how to deal with depression. So personally, I have dealt with depression. Even right now, I would say, and let's say depression, right? Depression, people know depression as, you know, sad, like always sad, not having a motive to really live anymore. It could get to that point where you want to, you know, unalive yourself. So depression is very serious, but I feel like I don't want to sound insensitive, but people give depression too much power where it takes over you. And I speak from experience. One point in my life, I felt like unaliving myself, and this was maybe 3 years ago. I had a job. No, did I have a job? Did I have a job? I don't think I had a job. I was going through an on and off relationship. My son was already born. Like I have a son. And me, I've never been the type to have a lot of friends. Not really close to my family. Like, I've always really been a loner. I really felt out of place a lot of times just because I feel like I'm meant for a lot of things. And when things don't come to you as quickly as you expect it to come, or when things don't go your way as fast as you want it to go, you know, it hits you different. Like, is it really meant to be? Am I really meant to do the things I want? Should I just fall in line with the world, you know? So I was going through a lot. As so I thought, we all think different ways. What may seem big to you might not seem big to someone else. So for me, I felt like I was going through a lot. And I've always had my son with me. Like, me and my son are very close. Always had my son with me. And I remember this day, my son's dad took him, and then I remember for the first time in this house, the same house, in the living room, I felt alone. Like, it hit me that for the first time in years, maybe the first time ever, I was utterly alone. Like, I didn't have my son to distract me. I was going through a crazy relationship. Didn't have friends. Wasn't really talking to my family. So out of nowhere, this heavy feeling just came on me. And I swear it was like a cloud. It was like a gray cloud, and it was just raining on me. But I just felt such a heavy, weird weight that I've never felt before. Because it's like, boom, boom, everything was hitting me, what I just told you. Everything was hitting me. And I've never had these thoughts. These thoughts came in my head like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. It's too much. It's too much weight. And I don't want to feel this way anymore. So I felt like unaliving myself. And I was crying. I couldn't even sit down anymore. I got on the floor, then I had to crawl to my bed. And I remember telling myself, if somebody doesn't text me in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna unalive myself. I had a bunch of Tylenol pills. I had a bunch of and I didn't know the first thing of doing that, so I don't know what would work or not, but I knew I was gonna take a bunch of pills to just get it over with. So yeah, I told myself, if somebody doesn't text me and check up on me in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna do it. And I'm a very happy person, like always laughing, very optimistic. Like, I don't take things serious because it's like, we only have one life to live. Like, why take things so serious? Oh my God. So so that was all new to me. And then I even felt like I'm gonna have to call a unalive hotline, like an unalive number, so somebody could talk to me, to talk me out of it or see what they'll say, because it was too much. So actually in the next 3 minutes, somebody did text me and checked up on me. And then I spoke to them and I told them I was going to go to sleep, and they said, okay, call me in the morning if you need anything. So I wound up falling asleep, but I fell asleep so sad. And one of the main things that kept me from doing that was my son. I was thinking of my son, like, I can't do that to him. He doesn't deserve that. So I wound up falling asleep with a lot on my mind. And then I woke up the next day with regret, with 100% regret of what I was gonna do the night before. And I just felt so guilty, like, oh my gosh, I was gonna leave my son behind. Whoever cared for me were gonna feel that pain. And I just felt regret, and I remember just feeling, oh my God, I'm so happy I didn't do that. So I said that to say that depression state, I gave that feeling, which is just a feeling, I gave that feeling too much power at the moment. And so one of my advice is to let that feeling pass. Like, wait a day, see how you feel the next day. So that was before, right, when I felt that heavy depression. And life is life, so we all go through ups and downs, emotions. We lose people, we gain people, we get jobs, we lose jobs. At one point we feel like we got it all together, and then the next month we back at rock bottom. Life is up and down. I know, trust me. And even currently now, I'm going through a situation where I'm just like, oh, here we go again. But I've been here before, and I know that things are very temporary, and we only have one life. So, right? So right now I am going through something, but I know how to handle it better, and I found a new trick. Like I told you guys, I'm a very happy person. I love laughing. I've said this my whole life. Laughing just feels like medicine. It just feels like a cure. Like it makes me feel different. It makes me feel happy. And it makes sense because when you laugh, you get dopamine. I'm not sure of the correct term, but I think you release dopamine or endorphins. I don't know. I don't know the correct term. But you release something in your brain that makes you happy. Like, you know how for instance, some people smoke weed. Like I used to smoke weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. That used to take my stress away, made me forget, and it used to make me feel a certain way. That also releases dopamine and stuff. But laughing it just feels so natural and it feels great. So excuse me. So recently I know, like I told you guys, recently I am going through a little something, and I just know that laughing makes me feel better. So the fact that I don't smoke anymore, I have trouble sleeping. I'm up mostly all through the night. So I'm like, I need a distraction. So I started watching stand-up comedy. Online, there's this on YouTube, there's this 24-hour stand-up comedy. And I started watching it. When I tell you, I was laughing all night. And I totally forgot about my problems. And it just made my problems feel small. Like I'm laughing in the middle of what I'm going through. Like, I'll get through it. Like, you cannot let depression take over you. You cannot give it too much power. Yes, it is normal to feel sad, to feel like you are going through a lot, especially when it's back to back to back. It can be a lot, but it is just a feeling. And we have so much time in our hands. Like, we have to remember, time will pass. If today's a bad day, tomorrow might be a better day. And just because I'm alone, mostly alone, doesn't mean everybody else is out there alone. I know people that have big support systems. They're very close to their family. They have genuine friends. They have children. So do not be scared to speak out. If you feel like you need to just let it out, call a friend, speak to your family, and even just being around your family. I know when I was around my family, I just felt like a different type of happiness. I felt back at home. It's just something about being around people that you've known your whole life that makes you feel like I'm okay, you know? It releases a different type of energy for me. So be around your family. Go outside. Go outside. I know whenever I'm outside, I just feel like, oh, let me get stuff done. Like, it just feels good because, nowadays we're always on our phones. We're mostly in our houses. I know me, I'm mostly home. But whenever I do go outside, I just feel like connected again to like nature, to what we're supposed to be. We're really supposed to be outside most of the time. We're not supposed to be locked in home. We're not supposed to be on our phones all the time. So go outside. Also, travel. If you can travel. It doesn't even have to be to Dubai. It doesn't have to be to Puerto Rico. Go 2 hours away from your home, even an hour away. Like, for example, Atlantic City. I never knew it was that beautiful. And it's so close to me. And it felt like I was on vacation over there. And makes you feel like, okay, life, there's more out there than what you're going through. There's way more to life, you know. Um, and pray. I know I don't, like I said, don't pray as much as I should, but when I do, I feel much better. You have to have faith. All you need is faith of a mustard seed. All you need, I think my son about to come right now. Okay. All you need is faith of a mustard seed. That's all you need, and he will help you. Like, trust me, have faith. God is real. God is very real. Yeah, so yeah, don't give it too much power. Let that feeling pass you. It's okay to feel sad and cry it out. Crying will make me feel, crying makes me feel so much better that I let the emotion out. Let that emotion out. Get that anger out of you. I know when you're depressed, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy built up inside. Even scream, like I remember one time I started punching my pillows to get that energy out of me, and it just, oh my God, I feel better. Like, maybe if I was to break a plate, it'll feel better. And to be honest, oh, it went away. Where did it go? I had a burn. Dang, I can't see. But over here, like I told y'all, recently I'm going through something, right? And I'm always in my house. I'm always mostly alone because my son be in school, or you know, he be on his game. You know, he's a child, he can't really talk to me like that. Well, you know, he don't know what I'm going through, and as a mom, you gotta be strong for your kids. Like, you'll be crying 1 second, then like he'll barge in here and I'm a, hey papa, like, you do not put that weight on your kids. So yeah, I'm your mommy mode, and sometimes I'm very numb, and this may sound weird, but I was cooking something in the oven and I burnt myself by accident on the oven, and the pain felt good. Like, now I kind of understand when people say I need to get tattoos to feel some type of pain, to feel something, to feel anything. I haven't felt something in months because of what I'm going through. So it's like, whoa, like that just woke me up, like snap out of it. And it's like, whoa, I didn't even realize how numb I've been feeling, how internally to myself I've been feeling because of what I'm going through, because I'm not doing much. I'm not outside much. So the fact that I'm keeping myself closed in and me feeling that pain was like, whoa, like it felt good to feel something again. So I say that to say, find something that will wake you up. Find something that will make you feel alive. It could be a new hobby. It could be boxing. It could be something to release energy, anything. Even running, exercising. I think I'm about to start running too because a lot be going on. But you know, don't let depression hold you. That is just a feeling. Do not give depression that power. And depression does take a lot of people. So check on your loved ones. Check on that always happy person. We are all human. Just because somebody may seem happy 24/7, just because they may seem like they're not going through anything, doesn't mean they aren't going through anything. So check on that strong friend. Check on that quiet friend. Check on your loved ones. And check on your children. So that's honestly what God put in my heart to speak about. And like I said, this is one of many videos that I'm going to speak about. And this is, if I just help one person, feel better, I will feel good. And I'm also taking my own advice. So, yeah. But I hope this helps one person. And yeah. Bye.